Generic greetings and welcome back once again to Prison Architect. Today's beverage is a very nice cup of green tea, very healthy indeed. So welcome back to the game. In the previous episode we made some alterations in our design to the prison's benefit. I think we've got things like solitary cells, graded cells, increased yard protection, but also it uses a lot less resources, protective custody and legendary areas. So overall pretty happy with the changes. There is still some changes to be made, but obviously the whole thing is in a constant state of flux. We also started construction as well, which involved mainly the wall around the outside of the facility. We placed in the reception, which is actually not designated as such, which is going to be that. And also, to be fair, I'm also going to increase the size of it because I think it would look better. Yeah. And also got things like the power block and some of the offices as well. We do have a couple of the grants underway, so we got the basic detention centre and the short and long-term investment, which obviously is ongoing as well. I'm going to go to bureaucracy here and unlock psychology, education. I'm going to go for tax relief, groundskeeping. It does require some maintenance staff, so we will probably go ahead and hire those. I think we're just going to go over to rooms and to our office. Yeah, and then we'll just designate all these as offices. Obviously we can place some more if required, so we'll go for office chair, which will be 1, 2, 3, followed by the filing cabinet on the top right. I'll just put it with the rest of the dirt in here because these are very, very dirty. And obviously also the office desk, 1, 2, and then 3. There we go. And that allows us to hire things like the chief and a foreman and start getting all of those sorted. So overall, happy with the progress. Let me just move these doors here. However, there is a couple of things that I do want to alter, mainly in the planning for this episode for the build. And originally this area was going to have several things in it. And when I designed it, it had a power room at the top and security, and yeah, I wasn't totally happy with it. We moved power to the outside, and that's good because I completely forgot about the kitchen, which was this is the place where it was going to go. So, well, let's try and fix that. So I'm going to put probably an entranceway right here. So these are going to have doors. That's not doors. Doors are there. And then maybe an entrance to the kitchen there. I was going to try and put it in the middle, but yeah, trying to keep things like that, it's just going to cause me more problems than it's worth, so yeah, I'm not going to bother. Is that missing a bit of wall? It is missing a bit of wall, so I will fix that now. Anyway, back over to our planning here, and this is where we're going to have, say, objects. 12, that could be 1, 2, 3, 4 sinks, that should be fine, followed by, yeah, 12, so that'll be 6 cookers, maybe 2 rows of 6 fridges, followed by some more cookers, and the wall can go along there. That should be enough. That is 12 cookers, loads of fridges. We can even place some more along there if we need to in terms of cookers, or alter it later on. This room is going to be probably the kennel, so we'd obviously have a door going in there, so it would be, I believe, that size because you want it 3 by 3. Yeah, that is fine. Over here then I'm going to close that off, open this bit up, and then do something like maybe that, and then we'll have a door in here and a door in here, which is, well, that's going to be the armory basically, so it'll be the security and the armory, and that seems to work out. When it just comes together like that very quickly, then you know you're probably on the sort of right course there. Anyway, going ahead and doing our grants then, let's go over to our building and concrete, and I want to build the kitchen and the canteen in one go. Now I would very much like to just build this whole thing in one go, however that would be more money than we currently have, so that is obviously not going to be the case. Instead, what I'll do is build just a short section of it. So it's going to be that and that, and obviously that'll all connect up. We do need some doors in here, so what I'll do is put in some doors there, I think. Again, this is just going to, for the moment anyway, be the standard doors. We will have to change these when we when we alter some of this. This is probably going to be staff doors, actually. Staff doors will be fine there, followed by, well, we need a door for this to be a legitimate room anyway, so let's just place, it would actually be a large jail door there anyway, so that's all fine. Then we'll have access to this as well. Danger level is increasing because staff morale is low. I'll tell you what, I'm going to go ahead and see if I can... Well, I'm going to have to deal with that sooner rather than later, aren't I? We don't actually have needs because I don't have a psychologist. We can hire a psychologist. And there we go. We can see the needs of our staff here. So needs, staff needs, bladder, bowels, food. Oh, okay. So there's a lot of that. It doesn't really matter because there's no prisoners to kick, like they're not going to kick off, but I think maybe a staff room, yeah, maybe we'll build a staff room sooner rather than later. So there's a staff room. We also need a staff canteen, which will go, I mean, this was going to be a bit of both. It was going to be staff room and staff canteen. That says staff room. That's interesting. So I remove that staff room and then I put that in there, which I've definitely selected canteen, right? Not just me. There we go. That was weird. Very strange. Obviously, it's not yet going to say I can change it to anything in particular because in order to set the canteen to a staff canteen, we need to have that as staff only. So let's just see how we get on there. Over to our objects and over to the staff room. We're going to place in, I mean, there's all manner of things we can place, like coffee tables and stuff, but we're going to go with probably the drinks machine. Maybe coffee machine on that corner. We'll have some large sofas, which will run maybe down here. 1, 2, 3 would be fine. And that's going to take care of most of their needs. We also need some toilets as well, which is problematic because where do I place them? If I just place them in here, they're going to have some problems. I mean, in the canteen would probably be the best place for this. I mean, I'll place them on this side. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you need to place in, like, the separate sections there. And then hopefully that'll fulfill most of their needs. But also money's going right down. And because we've hired a lot of these other people, so we've hired, like, the foreman and the chief and such, we're actually losing money. But we'll get to that in a moment. We're still working on our grants, so we shouldn't be in shouldn't have too much of a problem. Back over to needs here. Bladder, bowels, food. This canteen I can only set because, well, if I get deployment, I'll be able to set that. So that should be fine. In terms of water, we haven't put any plumbing in just yet. Just not something we've went for. Holding cell, shower, kitchen, canteen. The kitchen and canteen will be built here and won't be changed. Whereas the other stuff we'll probably place just for grant purposes. And then after we've done that, it'll, yeah. Once we've done that, it'll be quite easy to address. We'll just put a couple of temporary things in there, get that grant done, and then move on to one of the many other that are in the game. You've got, oh, look at that, ex-gang member protection program. Yeah, loads of stuff there. How is our credit rating? Credit rating is currently at 6.4, which allows us to get a maximum bank loan of 90,000. However, I want to go for things like staff wellbeing initiative and things like that. Yep, there is a noise for deployment, so we can go for staff only, which is purple. There we go. That's staff only. Set all that staff only. And then that now becomes a staff canteen. So I just need to fill that with things like serving tables. I don't like the idea of this being open, but if I put doors on it, it doesn't class it as a full canteen, so I don't know what to do about that. This is just going to be probably a temporary thing. So that can go in maybe here, and then we need tables. And one there should be fine, and then benches. That should be alright for the rest of that. We can always alter the sizing later on. I'm not going to stress over it too much. Looks like the foundations are coming good. Seem okay. Then we'll obviously put the walls in as well. 19 hours, or just 18 hours now for the short-term investment, which is good. It's going to afford us... It's going to give us 16 grand, but I think we paid 6 for the initial outlay, so... Yeah, that's how it works. We have the staff room now in, the staff canteen now in, which means we will be getting deliveries of staff meals. Yes, they are the staff meals there. However, food trays we don't currently have, so I'll have to see how we get on. What I've realised as well is the basic detention centre It says build a canteen. This is a staff canteen, but it's just saying canteen there. Okay, interesting. Over to needs once again. Check out staff needs. There's food, bowels? Food, bowels and bladder. Which is obviously something we need to address. Either way. Walls and doors, concrete. Let's place these in. So, this is just going to be the kitchen. Naturally, no inmate will be here. Well, I mean, there can be, but they've broken in. So I'll just put the basics in for now. That is the basics. In this room, this is our canteen. So, how do I want to lay this out? Well, naturally, food's going to be in the back. So I can have 5 and 5. Or I could run them along the side. I don't think I need that many, though. I think just a row of 10 to there. Sorry, a row of 2 to there and a row of 2 to there. Or maybe break it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we can have stuff in between. That's fine. And then we want our standard 3x4 arrangement of tables and chairs. This is going to be massively oversized, I am aware, but hey ho. Do you want a gap of 2? No, we'll have that, because then we're going to have a big space at the left-hand side for something else. What sort of capacity we got? I mean, that's far too oversized, isn't it? That can have 3 times the capacity. Okay, we don't need anything like that. But this side on the left, I think what we're going to do is most likely extend it out and have a bathroom in here, as well as a row of probably phone booths and also radios, because that seemed to do something in the last episode. Anyway, just going to unpause it here. Going to go for a canteen. So the canteen will be that size along here. That should be fine. Going to go for some walls, and the concrete walls will go along there as well. Power. We're going to run power in and across like that. Up here, just going to run power like that as well. Just going to run like that, to be fair, and power everything up. So, holding cell, we haven't got. Shower, we haven't got. Okay. What I'm going to do then is we'll get a shower. It's not going to be that difficult. So, for example, in here, rooms, shower. There we go. We need a shower head in that. So, I'll go to objects and shower head. That's now a shower. And then holding cell. Place that in there. We need a toilet and a bench. And then 1 toilet. 2 benches. That should be fine. Table will go there. Serving table might as well place in. Grand completion for the short-term investment. We're going to go with staff wellbeing initiative, which we can get easily. So there's those 2 done. There, almost 2 done. Got 1 of them done. Inmate health and wellbeing is medical ward. Reform through education initiative. Advanced protection. No. Gang welfare. Reform gang members. Gang protection. Offering funding for construct a protective custody wing that protects former gang members. 10 cells in a protective custody only sector. Build a shower room. Canteen. Kitchen. Oh. Okay. Okay, this changes things. So this is, the government is offering funding to construct a protective custody wing to protect former gang members on the road to rehabilitation. 10 cells in a protective only sector. Shower room, canteen, kitchen, yard, assign a guard, and 1 ex-gang member. That's a 30 grand advance payment and 20 grand completion. Well, this wouldn't cover it, would it? This thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But I'm fairly confident if we extended it to there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then we need yard, kitchen, etc., which would not go on this side. Okay. I mean, we could even open this, have a yard over here. Change this to be a yard. Separate yard. Protective custody. Gonna have a fence around there. And then kitchen and such. Alright. Okay. What I'll do then... it's like... TBC. This and this may get changed to have two big protective custody areas. Okay, I don't mind that because this is new stuff to play with, so that's fine. That's fine. Holding cell we just need done. It's now being done, so I can disassemble that. Don't know why there's one going there. Disassemble the bench, disassemble the shower head, as well as get rid of those rooms and those rooms. But now we will have some more grants. Cell block A. Prison maintenance, which we need to unlock cleaning. So cleaning. Surveillance, intelligence, patrols, micromanagement. Getting the lot. Right, so we have our basic canteen, we have that there. We have lots of other things to build. Let's work on the reception, actually. So the reception... Going to dismantle that door for a start. And put in, say... staff doors either side. I think this will probably be changed to visitor doors, or maybe ones that have to be unlocked by other means. But anyway, reception is what we're focusing on here. Office desk as they come in, followed by, I think, a swivel chair. Why not? And what else do we need in here? We need tables. Tables go either side, followed by a bin. That fits in beautifully. Happy with that. Alright, there's our reception. Good. So, we need to unlock cleaning. That's now done. We need to hire a gardener. 2 janitors. I mean, that is definitely needed, because look at the state of that. Okay, so... this is now in. I do want to... I'm going to try something. I don't think it's going to work, but I'll give it a go. I'm going to put those in there, followed by a door. So, just put a fence in there. No. What else have we got? We got staff blue door. We got double doors. Yeah, staff door orange. Yeah, I know I've been placing these doors here like that, and you can place these double doors. They work exactly the same. They're not anything special. They're just 2 doors. You've also got nice remote doors here in red, so we might place like the remote doors in red there. Or we may just go with the standard ones. I don't mind those. Anyway, and people are asking about the secret doors. Can we use them for the fight club? Of course we can. I mean, of course. It'd be rude not to, wouldn't it? Anyway, doors, one there. This will make this a separate room, this canteen, but I don't think it matters. Yeah, so that is now classed as, sadly, a separate room. But it doesn't actually matter, because we can simply remove the room designation, and it should still be... yeah, no, it hasn't. It has not inherited. It hasn't inherited the the designation of staff only. But it now is staff only, and we now have toilets. We don't have water, however, so let's work on that. Water pump goes there. For some reason I set it as a 2x2. What I'm going to do is put a capacitor there, just so I can bring this electrical cable up and out. And the reason for that is, if we want to connect this to this, I don't want to run a cable right across it. It's just, yeah, not a good idea. So, water pipe is going to come right through the middle. We don't need to bring it further than where I've got it now, though, so that'll do me quite nicely. Cooperate with your confidential informants to unearth any corrupt guards. They will be sent to the chief's office and share what information they have. Make sure to have a CIs recruited and check the question icon on the intelligence menu for more information. So that's telling us about guards who may be questionable in their actions and loyalty. So we'll see about that later on. Let's go ahead and place in the small pipe. Connect that up like that. And then we know we're going to have these in anyway. So there's the pipe work for the sinks. That, to be fair, they cost like 20 each. I might as well place them in. Right, okay, that's now in. Let's go for storage. I'm just going to place that as storage. I haven't even placed like the building, but it doesn't really matter. So things are looking a bit cleaner, which is good. There's now food for the staff members. It says they're pissed off. But they can... It says, was it bowels, bladder? Is it because this has not got water? Is that the reason for it? Or is it because it's not in a specific room? I don't think so. There's the toilets now connected with water. Yep, that toilet is being used, so maybe it was the water. Who knows? Anyway, what do we need to do? Well, we need to sort this out, don't we? At least one cell block. I know there's been some questions regarding the intake. We're going to be having intake, it's going to be high risk, gang members, etc, etc. We have 3 cell blocks, and each one will be designated to a specific gang. I say designated to a specific gang, not our choice, but when we have different gang members, we'll be putting them in each individual cell block. But not when we start, because we're only going to have one of these anyway, so it'll be a bit more difficult. So how do we want to build this? Well, I think the best one to build would be the middle. So building concrete along to there. No. Let's build the top one. It'll require these. And that. And this. This one I'm not even too sure we're going to keep. This security room, but we'll see how we get on. Yeah, that was a bit of a curveball. That grant down the bottom there. But it's good to see we have that. Security procedure certification. Yeah, we're getting that way. Let's have a pick up visitation rights first. So they're cracking on over there with that. Fine. That's okay. That's a lot of foundations. But we've still got all of this that should be internal. All of this that should be internal. And part of the visitation rights also comes with common rooms and things like that. So we're going to have to change these up. Most likely these are going to be visitor doors. Or, if they're not visitor doors, they're going to be doors that will be opened from the security room here. But that's a whole different thing. We have CCTV and phone taps, but we don't have door control systems that would require remote access. Which is only £2,000, so I'm going to pick it up. I might as well pick that up. We also need to do work with... Well, we need somewhere for the prisoners to be healed, so we need an infirmary. We'll have to have a think about that one. And obviously we've got several rooms that we currently don't really have much of a use for. Probably this one is parole because it's 5 by something. Oh, it's actually 6 by something. So I'm probably going to make that one slightly bigger. Because we can. And have that as parole. And we'll do the same up here as well. So that is a parole room and these are something else. All of those if need be. We'll most likely change them up as we go. There we go. Visitation. I mean, we probably want quite a large visitation. Could be this. Where we could have, like we've done previously, we have visitors that go in either side. Let's see what this would make if we were to plan it. Good size. Visitor booths there. Visitor booths there. So, staff only. Visitor booths there. Visitor booths there. It would work if it was slightly larger. And there's no reason why we can't alter it. So the way this would work is... You have... That. 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 And that. And the doors would go there, there, and there, and there, and there. So, this is staff only / visitor. Same here, and this is where the prisoners come. And you've got, well, how many is that? That's 20 booths in there. Do we need 40 visitor booths? I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced we need that. Can't remember how many cells we've got. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 22, 4, 6, 8, 10. We've got 90 prisoners. We don't need 40 visitor booths. 90 prisoners, however, plus all of this, which is protective custody, which is going to be very different from what we've done previously. Okay. What will most likely happen is this will connect up all the way to this side. This here. This is protective custody. TBC. Yay. Okay. And then the security room's there. It means that, however, protective custody is very accessible from here. So maybe not. Anyway, we will see what happens. Either way with that one as well, we are going to leave it there for now. That's been a bit of Prison Architect. Several bits of building, lots of money spent, lots of grants. Lots of outgoings. Daily cash flow is £1,000. We can, however, decrease our bank loan to nothing. Our loan maximum is 250,000, $250,000 generic units of currency. Overall, pretty happy with our building and our progress. Next episode, we will get Cell Block A, we will get visitation rights, hopefully, and long-term investment will be completed. And obviously, a move more towards... actually getting some prisoners. But before we get prisoners, I do want to make sure that the automation side of it is up and running from the very beginning. So we're going to spend a lot of money and a lot of time on door servos, remote access, remote doors, probably CCTV, but maybe leave that to later on. We need advanced CCTV operations for that. And also... pressure pads and such. Either way, we're going to leave it there for now. That's been a bit of Prison Architect. Hope you have enjoyed the episode and the series thus far. Comments in the comments. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings.